The iQ-Analyzer-X has a very versatile user interface. So I already added an image file here to my input list, and I say start new analysis. So you see how fast the software now analyzes the image and presents the data to me. I always have multiple sections in my user interface which I can also adjust in size and location as I would like to have. So you see I have the default is that I have my analysis, my file list here, I have my image, and I have my results. But if I like to, I can also undock this part here and just move it to another location where I would like to have. So this way I have a flexible interface which I can use however I would like to have it. So now here on my results, I can click through the different representations. So here I got on the resolution part, I got like all SFRs in an overview. And the nice thing is whenever I hover over a certain line, it's highlighted here in the image. So I always know where I am or what data I'm actually looking at. I can also have here for the Siemens star the nice feature to have the MTF 10, 25, 50 represented in this polar plot. This is a very quick assessment of the results that I would like to see. As the outer ring is the Nyquist frequency and the inner part, that is the measured frequency for MTF 10, MTF 25 and MTF 50. So this way I got a quick overview. I see that here, like the lower left corner is weaker than the upper right, and I see the representation in the image center. If I would like to have the SFR plot, that is also no problem. So here I see I have the results from the image center, and here I got the results from the corner. I see as well that I got this tooltip information, so where I can read the detailed results or detailed see what where this data comes from. The same for the dead leaves and for the slanted edges. I can always adjust the plot as how I like it. So you see now with the mouse, I just zoom in so I can have a look at details. So if I just want to know here, I zoom in and zoom out using the scroll wheel of my mouse. Can of course also here click on the zoom buttons up here. If I just would like to have less data in my plot, I can just click here on the legend to add or remove data points from my list. With this little lock, I can also adjust even further. So I could even say I would like to have the legend on a different position. Like move it back to the top. Or I can say I would like to see the results from all stars. But here, or just for the group. I can as well use different scaling for my axis. So typically, or the default is that it's on automatic mode. For some users, it might be useful to have it on a manual scale so that I can compare many cameras with significant difference in their pixel count. Always have a look here at the different drop-down menus. There you can also select individual data points which you might want to have. For the OECF, I can also let's go have a look there. So I can have the log luminance plot, which is a very typical plot to see. And I can also have my visual noise, and here in a nice polar plot. Also that is quite useful, as I can easily understand the distribution over the patches and have a lot of information in one plot. For color, I see here my delta LCH. So this is related to the color patches, and where I see the difference between the reference data and the image data. While I see here the direct visual comparison, or I can see the numerical results, I can here see the visual comparison, so that I can directly say, okay, here in A1, I got a significant difference in color. And I see in the border that it's also marked red. So that means that I measure a high delta E in this part. If I want to investigate even further, we have a 3D representation. So there I can directly see, okay, the biggest delta E we can find here is in the yellowish colors. So this is a quite nice feature so that I can quickly understand where are the actual issues. Like here, yellowish colors seem to have a high color error. Or here in a three-dimensional plot where I can now go in and see details of my reference to the data. Okay. So you see, we have a very versatile user interface where you can always activate, deactivate plots and work with and always adjust it to your need.